Several inches of snow on the ground from last night, and that means a lot of work for plow drivers. And many people will tell you there's no doubt that you have noticed there is usually a difference in Kansas and Missouri roads after a snowstorm.
I wanted to show you through video. Take a look at this. This side is Kansas. A lot of roads here. And the other side is Missouri. Here's a look over the whole metro, all right? And you can tell generally if you are driving around that one side of the state line seems to be clearer than the other. So why is that? That's what we asked. 41 Action News reporter Andres Gutierrez joins us now to explain this contrast that a lot of people point out, Andres.
Yeah, Mike, several folks made that simple observation today, but city officials say that you simply can't compare apples to oranges. As the kids enjoy the fresh snow, Amanda Trout knows it'll be covering her West Waldo block for a while.
It tends to be that the side streets tend to be a little bit more treacherous even for days after the main roads are okay.
Trout knows that city crews are hard at work, but made this observation that many others have.
As soon as I go over to the Kansas side, it seems like even the side streets are just well tended. Salt or plows have gone down there.
In Overland Park, city officials don't believe there's a perfect solution.
They're different cities. Every city has its own plowing challenge. You know, we aren't without our challenges here in Overland Park, but we feel like with the training and with the communication that we have with residents, we handle it pretty well.
They also have 2,000 lane miles compared to the 6,400 in Kansas City.
So that's like plowing a street from Boston to San Francisco and back for every single storm.
KCMO spokesperson Chris Hernandez told 41 Action News there are several factors to consider before trying to compare the city to our neighbors across the state line.
You have to look at things like budget. Other entities don't provide the same service level that we do in other areas. So other cities that are not dealing with the same level of service delivery in other areas might be able to devote more resources to plowing.
The city is also dealing with a staffing shortage.
We are quite literally stretched. We have 30 openings in Public Works right now, and those are spread out. Those are the folks who do maintenance and equipment operations. So they kind of switch back and forth between doing potholes, plowing, and some other duties.
But there are ways residents can help the city, starting with parking on one side of the street whenever there's a snowstorm.
Because we have smaller streets and so many people that park in the streets, we cannot go down most of the neighborhood streets with the big dump trucks that have the wider blade and more power to move that snow out of the way.
And now today, crews here in Kansas City started plowing residential streets. They'll focus on that tomorrow and start responding to slick calls from 311 complaints. They're also planning to switch crews from plows back to pothole patrols, another issue that's plaguing the city here during this winter season. Reporting live in Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.